lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the Bengals lengthy corner.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome, everybody, again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position and be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find his... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
First down carry for Henry. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. And that's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Back to throw. Past the 20. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Well run, it's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. This defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. He's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that'll be complete to Cook. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They try again with Cook. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They begin with Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 3rd down, Henry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's complete to Cook. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So potentially could win 2 scores. They've got a chance to do anything.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him in the coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengals lead. Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive for 4 plays. And he's polished off on the touchdown run for the 16-yard line. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Now Wilson on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. picked by Julian Love. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his kick is indeed good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, how what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
They'll run it again with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... Back now in Cincinnati. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 30. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more, what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second and 13. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Throwing again on second down. Wilson right back to Cook for another completion. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Again, Wilson. Oh, it stays up. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second and 10, Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On third and 1, Wilson. That's complete to White.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Panthers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Pick the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. They run with Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines, give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson. That gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Drive the time, 11 plays all total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation where we're going to make it for anything.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Bengals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.